Hello guys. Today we are gonna explore SmackDown versus Raw '08, part of the Wrestling Multiverse. It says part 9, but this is part 10. Little snafu on my end on that. First things first, I'm going to adjust the thing. It's pretty perfect. There's not really a ton to change. Maybe slight. No, my face is in there, but just trying to make it as close as possible. Pretty much perfect. Alright. Let's share the link here. We'll get this thing going. I do know this game does have a tournament mode. I saw a pretty infamous one a bit back, and they got stuck on a like backstage fight. It lasted 50 minutes. I'm gonna try to avoid that. so I will be using case by case. So we'll look into that part of it. I'm also going to see if I can there's something. Alright, that should be good. Alright, I know it seems like people have been pretty busy today, and I think there's something going on right now in the RSG community, so I don't expect people in this, but I still want to do it anyway, because, well, here's the thing with this game. Create a stable. Was create a stable in the last game? I don't remember. Hold on, let me explore something. So they cut create a championship out because people weren't using it that much anymore. I don't think was stable in the last one. I think so. Wow, look at. Interesting. Just want to do some light exploring. So this is often viewed as one of the least good SmackDown versus Raw games. Hall of Fame, The Shop. This is the first installment for the PS3 as well. Oh man, we got some guys locked. Let's explore. Just exploring right now. Exhibition. That's what. So, yeah, all these. Now, a lot of these. So I'm just gonna say this. 09 does improve on this game quite a bit, and there's a. And it's kind of hard to say. This game does have stuff that 09 doesn't have, but what really hurts this game, though, and we'll get to that in a little bit, is kind of the gameplay of things, but we're gonna... See, we got with a lot of titles you can throw in there. Oh, 6. Iron Man, I think that's just stamina, so we'll do that. Can we do random? Ooh, sweet, we can. Okay. So we're going to stay away from guys that already qualify. So Jeff Hardy, that's a good one. Oh, we can't random all of them. Okay. Well, we're going to have to redo this, even because there's 2 of them there. Let's see. Sandman, Kane, FK Punk, Mr. Kenny, Batista, Shad. This might take a little bit. Bobby, okay. Mongo, Sandman, HBK, Regal, Triple H, and Punk. All right, this is perfect. All right, none of these guys have made it in yet, so this would be a good one to do. All right, so... All right, 8-man tournament winner will be a rep. HBK and Sandman up first. So, Raw, ECW. I don't want to do all these. This is still kind of late Ruthless Aggression era. Oh, December to Dismember. Oh, that's rough. You know, let's look at ECW. Let's kind of change things up a little bit. To be honest, I also reviewed the PS2 version of this game. I don't know if that game would be any better than this. No, this would be a hell of a lot cooler if they could actually use Enter Sandman instead of the... You know, it's bizarre playing these games with the ECW as a third brand because it feels like a whole nother lifetime ago, and it kind of is. It's crazy to think that because people look back at Attitude Era stuff pretty well, and Ruthless Aggression era kinda, and this era kinda too, or NXT to that extent, but this weird middle era of with ECW around, it's just. You think it would make such more of an impact, but yet it doesn't. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that there just wasn't a lot of opportunity for that brand to have a lot of memorable moments.
San Jose, California, where things are really starting to heat up. You got that right.
Like, because the shows, I believe, were only an hour long. They didn't really have their own brand pay-per-views necessarily. They were definitely a development brand, which was fine. Nothing wrong with that, but here's the other thing too. They only gave them one title to work with, the ECW title. Now I don't know because it seems like it's done in game, but it seems like title holders from other brands would be on that brand. Like there'd be an ECW guy who would probably go to like Raw or SmackDown and win an IC title. Then he'll be in ECW for a bit. Same thing with a random group of tag titles. So it might be. So they probably rely on a lot of like belt crossover, which is fine, I guess. But it is kind of weird that they had this perfect branding for developmenting guys and this whole history of this promotion that for the most part Vince had a good relationship with for the most part. It just feels kind of weird he would go out of his way to change everything about it just because. But you also have to keep in mind that when Paul Heyman was around, ECW was still kind of ECW, but once he left because of the disagreement, that's when it started going down the shitter. I think that's when it all went down. Is when they fired Paul Heyman because he was the one that was trying to keep ECW kind of ECW, and Vince just was like, "Nah, we're just gonna do my thing." And it is kind of a shame that this brand. Because I feel like early on they really wanted this brand to like be really solid, but I think it didn't quite work out like that because, again, like everything else that goes wrong in W, because Vince had a vision and he stuck with it, no matter if it was good or bad. Like that's the problem. That's kind of the double-edged sword of Vince McMahon running things. Is that if he believes in something, he'll see it freaking through, no matter if it's good or bad. Now, granted, there is a lot of stuff that he had enough sense to not do that with, but let's keep in mind here, this guy got away with a lot of bad decisions. He really did. And it's kind of, like I said, it's just kind of a shame. And it's really a shame for the ECW fans that finally got a video game, at the time, current video game that had ECW guys and ECW shit. And this game's just kind of garbagey. I mean, 09's decent, and 2010's pretty solid. But after 2010, when they got rid of the ECW brand, ECW is pretty much absent from the games for. I mean, you could still do some stuff, but you weren't going to see like ECW wrestlers until maybe the 2K days. And it's just weird to think about, there was this game, like One Night Stand. When that happened, that really made a lot of ECW stuff work. And here's the thing too, another reason why ECW kind of had that resurgence and not WCW at the time is because unlike WCW, ECW, even though it was the quality was kind of going down a bit, it wasn't really due to like lack of talent necessarily. It was just due to a lack of money. Like WCW's problem was never money necessarily. It became a reason for them not surviving, but it was never necessarily a problem during the existence. Their problem was just terrible decision making. ECW had the opposite problem. Like their booking was pretty much fantastic for the most part, with only an odd and end bad decision there and there, but for the most part pretty solid. It was just they kept getting poached. So their talent was kind of thin, but they were making it work, but it was just money. So that was the only reason why. There wasn't like there was a lack of an audience or anything or talent. They just didn't have the money. So when they brought it back and it did well, it kind of confirmed that ECW was still alive with a lot of people. So imagine getting this game in, let's say, 2007, once the ECW branding was in full swing, and you just play it, and it's just like, man, this is not SmackDown versus Raw 07 or 06. This is its own thing. And what another thing that really killed this game that we're not going to explore in this, the main mode is kind of garbagey because they combined the solo shit, like the story stuff you see in 06 and maybe 07. I don't remember what it was in 07. But it combined those two in the GM mode into one whole thing, and it bombed bad. And it really kind of wrecked the overall game. Now, gameplay, it was a bit broken, but it was still fine. The fighting system bombed too, though, because it wasn't balanced well enough. Now, if they gave it another year or so, I think they would have made it decent, but I think they just needed to get back to basics immediately after this game because people just were very sore about it. But yeah, if you want to get your ECW on something that's kind of semi-current, that's not a 2K game, really, except for this game, 09 and 10 is probably your best bet, although I don't know if those two games have as big as an ECW roster and the old school ECW sense as this one, unfortunately.
I don't remember the last time I was so excited about a match. I hear you. Electricity is in the air, and these superstars are doing everything they can up close. I don't know if this is such a good move. This could be disastrous. This is dumb. Why is he risking everything by going up there?
There you go.
Oh boy.
Is he gonna...
moving up in the world.
Yeah, I didn't change the difficulty at all. Like, the progression for the bars is not very fast, I'll have to say. And it's funny, I thought about, breaking the tradition and prioritizing a rumble in this one over tournament mode, because when I saw the guys do this in another project on YouTube, it took a minute for them to get through this. But I kind of did things a little different because I think all the matches are going to be standard matches, which will make things a bit quicker. But yeah, I remember after 06 and kind of 07, they cut out a lot of moves. Like, guys started to move very similarly to each other. Oh, there's Sandman. But here's the other thing too with the CPU: they always prioritize their special use over their special ability over their signature moves, and it makes things go even longer because.
Neither are pretty. Well, matches are beauty pageants, and they certainly. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head. The fans definitely love this superstar partner, and for good reason. I don't get it. Why not go in for the kill? I think this superstar has a game plan.
This has been a pretty back and forth match.
But what you think of in the locker room and what happens in the match are two different things.
HBK's just like done. Like, this guy might as well. Sandman is just ready.
How do you compare today's superstars with those when you were active in the ring? Not like I'm
dude, you have a move.
Bullish over here. I've been in the ring with a lot of guys on that WWE roster. Hey, my mistake. I guess it just feels like you've been out of action longer because I have to sit next to you week after week after week. DX is alive and well, baby. When those guys are around, anybody can get pumped out. That's why I made sure to keep my luggage on the broadcast table when they were around.
I don't remember what his finishers were when he was in WWE. I don't think he really did the Russian leg sweep. I think he did his Rolling Rock move. Come on, dude. What are you doing? Wow. Just cover. Oh, he's up now.
You took the bumps and bruises they did. You would be too. I guess you're right, partner. Every time you go to inflict punishment, there's a chance they'll be inflicted on you instead.
God, he is done. Come on, dude.
It sure was a long, strange trip to get these superstars to square off like this. No doubt. The shortest distance between 2 points may be a straight line, but I find this way more entertaining. I'm with you, partner. And now they're here to put on a great show for all of us.
Yeah, and it's funny too because it's kind of weird how this next one was not as good because '07 was also on the 360 while it was on PS2 because PS3 wasn't out yet. So you would think that they would kind of take from those from the 360 and kind of build on that, but I don't know. It's a weird little game, that's for sure. Oh my God!
What their signage to the arena, huh? What's your favorite sign? I'm always partial to as is.
You're covering.
Can he do it?
Dude, you have a finisher ready to use. Oh my God! This AI is atrocious. Like if you're playing the game, it's a little different. But just like.
These competitors hook up. Don't count your chickens before they cross the road. By the way, I hate that expression. In Brooklyn, there's no chickens. We got pigeons. I see your point. They've had a lot taken out of them already. You know, there is such a thing as playing to the crowd a little too much, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here. If you can please your
It is kind of ironic, though, this game came out the way it did, because ironically, given the criticism to its main mode, there's also not a lot to do in the main mode, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that the time this game was being made on, it was based on the time when the whole Benoit thing happened. Because that year they had a whole ass storyline plan that was going to take most of the year, and they had to can the whole thing on day 3 of it because of the Benoit thing, and it just really, really messed up their whole plans. So it affected this game too, though, because they didn't give them anything to do within the game, so they were kind of left with not a lot.
I know that, partner, and I have the utmost respect for them because of it. He's taking his opponent for a very uncomfortable ride here. It's even worse than when you're changing clothes in the limo on the way to the arena.
Man, this might go longer than I thought it was with regular matches. Because I don't think he's going to use his special move until he uses his.
Machines, I say. I'm sure that means a lot to them. Coming from the human suplex machine. What can I say?
Yeah, both guys are losing the Luthez press. It's just come on. Come on, you use the move. Come on, use something. All right, is he going to go out there? Dude, just get DQ. I just want to get counted out. Oh, he's getting up. Oh.
Having me on the mic. Yeah, why? Great. How could I forget that all-important aspect? 2. 3. I think everyone's going to leave the arena with a smile on their face. He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see. I say you pay more attention to wherever you're squaring off with and leave the fans alone until the match is won. The fans have sure been treated to some great action tonight. You bet. This is a night they're going to be talking about for a long time.
Come on. Ooh.
I think he's going to fly.
All right, come on. God, this is infuriating.
God, I'll tell you, I hate to say it.
I should have gone with my better judgment and just done the Rumble. That probably would have been easier to do, but come on.
Hey, I'm just worried about the production staff. If the cameras don't break, they're going to just have to spend more time blurring out these ugly faces. Oh!
Sandman being worn down quite a bit now.
For the fact that you haven't gotten motion sickness. This capacity crowd has been
All right, please let that be enough. Yeah, thank God. Oh man, what a mess that was. Oh man, it's past 30 minutes and we only had one match. What a joke this game is. Oh, yeah. I will say this. I want to say this. We will do a little bit more exploring after this, but I just want to say this. Like, doing open worldisms in this game, I don't know if I recommend it, which kind of sucks because it'd be a pretty fun game to try to do some ECW stuff in, but just do it in 09 or 10. Even if they don't have all the ECW guys like this one does, they're probably better. All right, Sandman's moving on. Next one's Umaga and Bobby Lashley. That should be fun. Also want to save. Okay. I should have KO on, in all honesty, with the way this game is, but I didn't do it in the first match. I don't want to do it for the next ones. Maybe I'll do it in the semis and finals. We'll see.
Is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 350 pounds, Umaga! Weighing 275 pounds, Bobby Lashley.
Man, what an interesting career Bobby Lashley has had. Man, despite his age, it's incredible how youthful this guy is and how still in peak shape he's in. I know he's hurt right now as of this stream here, but man, talk about a career. It's kind of a shame that I don't think he really got the main event due that he should have got. I know when the Hurt Business round during the pandemic, that was a cool group. And they ended that group way too soon. And I know a lot of people feel that way. And I know right now, him and the Street Profits were kind of doing a thing. But, man, they just never got anything. And a good chunk of that time was spent when all the tag titles and everything were held up. It's crazy to me.
Southern California is home to
because to be honest, the way I feel about that whole belt thing is that how many wrestling careers were kind of halted or stalemated because they had to do all that stuff with the belts. Because people like to say, "Oh, belts don't matter; it's a story and all that." But I'm sorry, but how many wrestlers do you know that became famous and became known without belts being a thing for them? Not a lot. Because even the guys who were the most belt deprived had a belt at some point. Like for example, even Jake Roberts. Because I don't think Jake Roberts ever held a title in any of the major promotions, but he did hold titles in the territories when he was younger. I know that much. So it's still an important thing, even if you don't get anything in the main level. Like, you still got to get something sometime, somewhere.
Umaga is an unstoppable Samoan bulldozer. He's left a pile of broken bodies in his
Winner faces the Sandman in the next round.
Bigger or better than Umaga. He can't be overpowered, and he can't be reasonable neither. I wonder how his handler Armando Estrada keeps control of him. That's one of the all-time mysteries right there, man. Let's just hope he keeps him in line, or we're all in a heap of trouble. And yeah, I said heap.
Ooh.
Lashley's one of those quiet dudes, but when a man gets in the ring, he will beat you down. I don't know if there's ever been a better balance of power and athletic ability in one package.
Oh, he's actually using his move instead of a special. Wow. Oh, I love that sound effect of the spear. Oh, he's not going to go. Oh, he is. He's not going to go for cover. Wow. Interesting.
That's the way to do it. Go after the king and the castle, and you become the ruler. At 6'3" and 273 pounds, Bobby Lashley has a physique that looks like it was carved out of granite. His physical prowess is definitely the guy's biggest hype. True, but he couldn't have achieved so much success so quickly if he wasn't also an intelligent, savvy competitor. True enough, you don't see a lot of guys get one over on Lashley. Nice reversal. That was a textbook reversal.
Ooh.
How lucky are we to have the best seat in the house for this match? This is what it's all about. Being front row for the best sports entertainment action on the planet. This capacity crowd definitely has their favorite in this contest. Having respect and support of the crowd is great, but it's not going to win you the match. Didn't it give you a rush to hear the fans cheering and chanting for you? Yeah, I definitely think it was pretty cool. That would be a really good time to start wearing down a body part. I'd say go for the leg. Sound like a manager. You ever consider that career path? Nah, I'd be too tempted to jump in that ring and start choking people out. Oh, jeez, look at this. Pandering to the crowd. He's giving the fans what they want and building some momentum at the same time.
Oh, counter. Jeez. Manga's in trouble.
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head. The fans definitely love this superstar partner.
Ooh.
For good reason.
What's happening here? Ooh.
It was a long, strange trip to get these superstars to square off like this. No doubt, the shortest distance between 2 points may be a straight line, but I find this way more entertaining. I'm with you, partner. And now they're here to put on a great show for all of us. He's taking his opponent for a very uncomfortable ride here.
It's even worse than when you're changing clothes in the limo on the way to the arena.
Oh, man, here we go with the old top rope between the legs trick. Trick nothing. It's like he's
cost him a bit, but man, that caused a lot of damage to Yamanga. Ooh.
They sacrificed everything to get to this one match. That's some hardcore drama right there. Sure is. That's what makes sports entertainment so compelling. Well, that and having me on the mic. Yeah, right. How could I forget that all-important aspect? Zing! Where's that one?
Manga's in a lot of trouble here.
Forget your comic books and your horror movies. We're looking at a
Ooh.
real... There's a dude with guts. These top rope moves are risky.
It's lining up.
As hard-hitting as Bobby Lashley is.
Another spear. He's got to go for a cover. That has to be it. Come on.
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
Yeah. Lashley will face Sandman in the next round.
Here's your winner, Bobby Lashley.
All right, Regal and Triple H next. Very interesting matchup there. Let's see how this one goes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Blackpool, England, weighing
I'm going to test the volume here.
William Regal.
Okay, it's working well. his handlebar mustache era of Triple H here.
Welcome to a night of extreme action emanating from Phoenix, Arizona. The Southwest has been anxious for ECW, and we're here to deliver. These fans are so loud I could hardly even hear you. Combined with tonight's great card, I could not be happier. They're only going to get louder as the night progresses. I can already tell it's going to be a wild night.
Man, these movesets can be pretty repetitive.
Strong style, whatever style you want, Regal can do. Here's what you call a true hybrid. I'm not always a fan of his methods, but William Regal is definitely a talented performer. And that accent's pretty cool, too. I'd say this matchup has lived up to expectations so far. What do you think, partner? Yeah, it's off the chain for sure. I'll tell you that right now. I can't wait to see how it ends.
Oh, big counter.
What's going through the minds of these competitors right now? About a million different things. Here's the deal. You got to think several steps ahead of your opponent, especially at this caliber of match. It really is a game of human chess. Yeah, and I'm stuck next to the lowly poor. How do you compare today's superstars with those when you were active in the ring? Not like I'm Ed the Strangler Lewis over here. I've been in the ring with a lot of guys on that WWE roster. Hey, my mistake. I guess it just feels like you've been at the over because I have to sit next to you week after week after week.
Arm work.
Fans brought their signage to the arena, huh? What's your favorite sign? I'm always partial to Patsy's gonna kill. I like that one myself. That used to get me amped up, no doubt. Gee, you reverse that one. This crowd sounds like they're about to blow the roof off of the building. I'm digging it. The louder they are, the less likely I am to hear you. He's got his opponent.
Triple H can build up. That should build up quite a bit for his finishing slot here.
It's a flurry of closed fist punches in the turnbuckle. You think if he stopped at 9, the world would stop turning? It boggles my mind. Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter.
Why does the crowd always stop at the third punch?
It's not every day you can see a matchup like this.
Oh, he just hit the ref. Ref does not like that.
William Regal is the pride of Blackpool, England. I've never been to Blackpool, but it's not the prettiest name I've ever heard. You got to be tough to throw around a place like Blackpool. Claw is a good term, Parker. Regal uses whatever it takes to get an advantage. I respect that a lot. You know, you can show off for the crowd all you want, but all that does is let your opponent mess up. I'm sure this superstar would argue the benefits chance of feeding off the audience. Oh, jeez, look at this. Pandering to the crowd. He's giving the fans what they want and building some momentum at the same time. Nothing wrong with that. These competitors seem a little tentative in there. If you took the bumps and bruises they did, you would be too. I guess you're right, partner. Every time you go to
Well, Triple H is going to have something here.
Be inflicted on you instead. It sure was a long, strange trip to get these superstars to square off like this. No doubt. The shortest distance between 2 points may be a straight line, but I find this way more entertaining. I'm with you, partner. And now they're here to put on a great show for all of us.
Oh.
Regal is a true-life, real success story. He grew up on the streets and became a distinguished
So close.
We should all be very proud of him. That may have to be a more respectable accomplishment. He hadn't stepped on everyone's heads on his way up the ladder.
I mean, that's something.
I'm not one to judge a man with stars.
All right, what's he going to do with that?
I agree, partner. These competitors are really giving it everything they've got tonight.
Stored it. Okay. Man, Regal's done. Well, Triple H is doing something. Oh, it's Rampage. Going for a cover. Wow. All right, well, another match finished without any big move used. Jeez. Man, this game's just not a good game. Well.
You up again and drop you. Lift my foot again and stomp you. And why? Don't wanna stop you. That'll be the energy. That'll be the energy. Time to jump ship. Cause I'm a psycho and I'm crazy.
Alright, Punk Masters gonna see how this one goes. Winner will face Triple H in the next round.
Chicago, Illinois, weighing 222 pounds, CM Punk.
Did you know from the very beginning Brett was destined for greatness inside the ring? That's not really a fact to say. Did you know?
Bringing you all the ECW action from Huntsville, Alabama. These fans are so loud I can hardly even hear you. Combined with tonight's great card, I could not be happier.
Oh,
No
man.
question. ECW never fails to bring the house down, and Huntsville will never be the same after tonight. I'm ECW through and through, and I can't tell you how glad I am that we got kids like CM Punk representing the brand.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. Punk would have fit right in with the original ECW back in the day.
But yeah, like I said, like the shows they did, they were only 1 hour long shows, which is kind of crazy to think about during this time that you would have 1 hour long wrestling shows. You know what? And it's funny. What's funny too is for a little bit, I watched NWA Power on YouTube when they did the YouTube thing. Like, but it was kind of later on when I was able to get to it. And what's also funny is I remember before the pandemic, I watched the first 2 ever episodes of NWA Power, and they were pretty solid. And I kind of stopped for a bit, and then the pandemic hit, and everything froze for a bit. And then when they came back, they came back, and I thought about starting from the oldest episodes and working my way up. But then I thought that'd be ridiculous to try to do. So I just started with the current episode and worked my way from there. And I kept on it for a bit, but the problem I had with that show, and granted this was then, now it's different, for as far as I've heard, but it just felt like there was kind of like, it felt like everything was safe, like nothing was at risk. Like if you were gonna watch an event of theirs where stuff might change, you have to watch a pay-per-view, like because it was kept pretty safe for the most part with Power. But and also when freaking what's his name? I think Tyson was champ or whatever. Man, that was rough. I mean. And ironically, Chris Masters became the next champion, I believe, although he's not called Masters now in his indie name. But I know he has it. I know people have their criticisms for him too, but he's like freaking Ric Flair compared to Tyson when it comes to championship material. But yeah, I just couldn't keep up with it. And even I bring all that up because their episodes were typically like 35 to 40, 50 minutes. And that was barely over my perfection for watching wrestling. It is very hard for me to watch long wrestling shows on TV. Now live's different. I can definitely be captured with attention live. But on TV on the screen, that can be tough. For me at least. But I think a lot of it's just my attention span isn't what it used to be. But I feel like that's a lot of people nowadays. Punk might sneak something on him.
He's one of the most popular superstars here in ECW. He may not be an ECW original, but he embodies the true spirit of Extreme Championship Wrestling. The fans know whose backs ECW was built on, but they also recognize who the future of the brand is.
He's going to do, he saved it for a special thing.
Looks like they've come in here and stepped up their game, yet. But the ladder of success goes both ways. On the losing side, that means a trip down one rung. Hey, you ever thought about becoming a wrestler? Or what they call this company an in-ring competitor? Considering the fact that I'm afraid of my wife, I haven't really thought about it that much. I don't know, man. You'd be tough to catch in that ring. Kind of like a greased up shaved hat with mayonnaise on his face.
Ooh.
I'd say this matchup has lived up to expectations so far. What do you think, partner?
Yeah, it's off the chain for sure. I'll tell you that right now. I can't wait to see how it ends.
Well, he's got something. Oh, he wasted it. Oh, he got countered. He couldn't do anything with it. Man, this game, like, they just stand around like a bunch of... Like, I know in some wrestling games with some AI stuff, sometimes there is a little bit standing around, but for some reason in this game, it just looks so obnoxious. And I don't know why that is, but it just feels... I just see it and I'm just like, man, this just looks so, like, bullshitty.
This is dumb. Why is he risking everything by going up there?
Jeez.
What reflexes? I bet he plays a lot of video games. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
The fans definitely love this superstar, partner, and for good reason.
Good.
Oh my god. Jeez.
This capacity crowd definitely has their favorite in this contest.
Having respect and support the crowd is great, but it's not going to win you the match.
Didn't it give you a rush to hear the fans cheering and chanting for you?
Yeah, I definitely think it was pretty cool.
3, 4.
You know, you can show up in the crowd all you want. All that does is let your opponent rest up.
I'm sure this superstar would argue the benefits of feeding off the audience.
There's no mistaking who they like in this one.
Oh, jeez.
Take a picture of this and put it in the dictionary next to the term compromising position.
No doubt. I don't care how tough you are. That hurts.
What would you normally be doing in a match like this?
Well, by now I'm helping the locker room taking a victory shower, but that's just me. You can't compete in a physical match like this and not wind up feeling the effects. And that's what we're starting to see right here.
Ooh. Oh, gained quite a bit back with that move.
Who's more excited? Me, the fans, or the superstars themselves?
I'm going to have to go out on a limb here and say I'm the most excited. You got a problem with that?
Countered very quickly from that one.
How lucky are we to have the best seat in the house for this match?
This is what it's all about. Being front row for the best sports entertainment action on the planet.
CM Punk lives the straight edge lifestyle. Means no drugs, no alcohol, no tobacco.
Oh,
What can I say?
he's got something.
Yeah, but I hope his younger fans don't try to duplicate the moves they see him perform here tonight.
Hey, I'm a professional, and I'm not going to try to do what Punk does.
Are you going to use it, Punk? Of course not.
Tell you what, had to take Chris Mance a long time to build a body like that. But the dude's still
Well,
pretty
that
young.
guy's
It's
dead,
gonna take a
dude.
long time to develop that mean streak too, but he's devious beyond his
Goes for a
years.
cover. I think that could be it. Yeah. All right, well, it's done at bare minimum. Oh, my God. All right, so Got down to the final four. No more entrances, too. We're just going to keep it safe. Lashley and Sandman on one, Triple H and CM Punk on the other. Let's see how this goes. All right. Now, I turned Iron Man mode on, which means that I think it means that stamina drainage carries over. So these next matches should be kind of quick. Because these guys have taken a little bit of beating. See, that's a fact. That makes sense. That other thing with Bret Hart, that's not a fact. That's like more of an opening opinion thing.
ECW is live from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
ECW and Canada go together like brass knuckles and broken jaws, baby. This one's going to be off the hook.
You're a poet. The people of Montreal are in for a spectacle the likes of which they've never seen.
Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that camera.
Ooh.
Man, this match kind of makes me miss competing in the ring myself.
I wouldn't jump in there right now. Those superstars are really good at it.
You're right. I'm going to just smack you around a little bit.
Oh.
Competitors seem a little tentative in there.
You took the bumps and bruises they did. You would be too.
I guess you're right, partner. Every time you go to inflict punishment, there's a chance it'll be inflicted on you instead. The Sandman is all about brutality and
Oh,
violence,
jeez.
both in and out of the ring.
Didn't even bother varying the movesets to these guys at all. Because, good lord, some of this stuff is just so lazy. Like, come on. Well,
As one of the
press.
select few have the opportunity to win the ECW World Championship, trust me, Lashley has got a lot of responsibility on his shoulders.
If there's one thing Lashley can do well, it's deal with weight on his shoulders.
He's the kind of guy who says, I'm going to go catch a bus. He means it with his bad hands.
Sandman's got something. Well,
This capacity crowd definitely has their favorite in this contest.
Having respect and support of the crowd is great, but it's not going to win you the match.
Did it give you a rush to hear the fans
Restored
cheering and
it.
chanting for you?
Yeah, I definitely think it's pretty cool.
What a reversal!
it's a hardcore special thing.
I hope the fans know they're getting something special tonight.
They better. It's not every day you get to see a matchup like this.
Ooh.
Great reversal. Sandman certainly is a friendly person. Never met a beer or a cane he didn't like.
And even they end up smashed over someone's head. Imagine what he does to his enemies.
I don't think we have to imagine it, my friend. He's showing us right now.
Oh, Lashley's done. I'm kind of surprised. I thought he would get Sandman,
We'd be
but
pulling this match together. Hey, partner?
No fooling. Hey, not for nothing. Only one guy equal to the stuff with you.
6'3" and 273 pounds, Bobby Lashley has a physique that looks like it was carved out of granite.
His physical prowess is definitely the guy's biggest hype. True,
But he couldn't have achieved so much success so quickly if he wasn't also an intelligent, savvy competitor.
true enough. You don't see a lot of guys get one over on Lashley. That would be a really good time to start wearing down a body part. I'd say go for a leg.
You sound like a manager. You ever considered that career?
I'd be too tempted to jump in that ring and start choking people out.
Kind of move is he going to use?
What a night of action, and I have a feeling the best is still yet to come.
I'm thinking it too. And you know what? What will make this thing much better is if you maybe just kind of like down a little bit, so to pay more attention to this great match.
We're here to
Come on,
provide
go for it,
commentary.
Trevor.
Looking's kind
No,
of our
guess
job.
not.
Maybe I'll have to break out my.
Sorry, I know it's a. This game is just not fun. It's not the most fun game to watch in the world. It's not god awful. There's definitely worse wrestling games out there, but man, some of them, like, there's just so much of like, oh,
Looks like they've come in here and stepped up their game.
But the last of
it's just, man, this is a rough
on the
game.
losing side, that means a trip down one rung. The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Whoa, calm down there, big twinkle toes. You're gonna leave a puddle.
What do you like most about the superstars in there right now?
Just,
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
ooh. And that's what stretches these matches out so much too. It's just the standing around. Like, it would go so much quicker, or feel like they're quicker, if they just shit's just constantly happening.
Who do you think had the advantage in this match?
It's too close to call.
All right, do something with something. Come on. Yeah, he's going to go for cover, and he's going to win. He's red in the head and the chest. Oh, he kicked out at 2? My God. Okay. All right, I guess do more of that, I guess. Oh, he's busted open. Ugh.
Nice reversal.
Ooh.
Hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too. And I, for one, do agree with what they're saying. I think everyone's going to leave the arena with a smile on their face.
Not everyone. Remember, someone's got to lose, and losing's not fun.
Good point. That's the price you pay to be a superstar.
Ooh.
What's going through the minds of these combatants right now?
About a million different things. Here's the deal. You got to think several steps ahead of your opponent, especially in this caliber of a match.
It really is a game of human chess.
Yeah, and I'm stuck next to the lowly four.
God, whoever wins is going to struggle in the next round.
But this one is off the chain.
I agree, partner. These competitors are really giving it everything they've got tonight.
Sandman's got something in common with his style and his looks. Neither are pretty.
Well, matches aren't beauty pageants, and they certainly aren't judged on style points.
Well, there goes your chance to make it big in the business then, kid.
Ooh. I'm just turning around. I'm gonna see what Samian's finishing moves are because he keeps getting them and he never uses them.
The Strangle Lewis over here. I've been in the ring with a lot of guys on that WWE roster.
Hey, my mistake. I guess it just feels like you've been out of action longer because I have to sit next to you week after week after week.
Oh, he's got something.
I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight.
Freedom of speech is definitely a cool thing, and we're getting a perfect example of it right now.
Oh, is he? Well, he's doing his rampage thing. Ugh. Well, he's at least getting it out of the system.
He is very proud of his years
Wow,
of service
Sandman's
with
just.
the U.S. Army.
That was a good warm-up for him.
I don't know if he's even using rampage. I don't even. Yeah, I don't know.
Battlefield correspondence then, you partner?
Oh wow, Lashley's kind of coming back a little bit. Sandman's in a lot of trouble. He had him for a bit, but he didn't do anything to put him away. They could be speaking too soon, though. Wow.
You know, I had no idea things would go the way they have here tonight.
You said it, partner. Neither did I. It's going
Is
for
this it?
1, 2.
Oh my. Good lord.
They sacrificed everything to get to this one match. That's some hardcore drama right there.
Sure is. That's what makes sports entertainment so compelling.
Well, that and having me on the mic.
Yeah, right. How could I forget that all-important aspect?
The Sandman is a blue-collar hero for sure. He's a man of the people, and people love him for it.
They sure do. And I'm sure they'd love to see him emerge victorious here tonight.
1.
Oh, frick, dude.
How lucky are we to have the best seat in the house for this match?
This is what it's all about. Being front row for the best sports entertainment action on the planet. You know, you can show off for the crowd all you want. All that does is let your opponent rest up.
I'm sure this superstar would argue the benefits of feeding off the audience. It sure was a long, straight
see.
trip to get these
Please make him
superstars to
tap.
square off like this.
No doubt, the shortest distance between 2 points may be a
Just-
straight line, but I find this way more entertaining.
I'm with you, partner. And now they're here to
Oh, jeez. All right, cut.
It looks like there's a beating of the minds going on in there right now. Get it?
Oh my god.
Beating up the line. Oh man, here we go with the old top rope between the legs trip.
Trick nothing. It's like he's pocket a quarter from behind his opponent's ear. It's an underhanded tactic, plain and simple. This has been a roller coaster of a night, hasn't it?
Yeah, except for the fact that you haven't gotten motion sickness.
What kind of preparation goes into a match like this.
What? Besides the endless workouts, travel, and mental anguish, these
Fine.
athletes just chill out on the couch between matches.
I know that, partner, and I have the utmost respect for them because of it.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Then get to that ring, he will beat you down.
Oh my
I don't know if
god.
there's ever been a better balance of power and athletic
Oh,
ability.
Here's
please.
the pin. 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Sandman could have had it, but he just wasn't doing nothing. Kind of I would call it an upset if the match was kind of impressive, but jeez. What a oh my god. That one hurts. Poor Sandman. Hi Dro, how you doing? I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah, he could have. But unfortunately, when we spun for this game, and when we're going through all these recipes, when we spun it in the last stream, it's unfortunate because this game has some great elements in it, but man, the gameplay and the AI is it's rough. It's really rough. But, let's see. Save. All right, Lashley in the finals. Winner of this one will face him there. Oh, we're having those off. All right. Man, these matches last way too long. For how small the movesets are, these matches should not go as long as they do.
Listen to that crowd. This is Joey Styles along with Taz at ringside, bringing you all the ECW action from Huntsville, Alabama.
These fans are so loud I could hardly even hear you. Combined with tonight's great card, I could not be happier.
No question, ECW never fails to bring the house down, and Huntsville will never be the same after tonight.
Oh, finally something.
That would be a really good time to start wearing down a body. I'd say go for a leg.
Sound like a manager. You ever consider that career path?
Nah, I'd be too tempted to jump in that ring and start choking people out. Wow, great reversal.
I think it's time to bring out the heavy firepower.
These superstars got it in them to do a lot of damage, believe me. Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter. Hey, you ever thought about becoming a wrestler? What they call this company?
No.
I'm afraid of my wife. I haven't really thought about that much.
I don't know, man. It'd be tough
To be honest, out of all the wrestling games on the wheel I spin, this might be the worst one I've put on there. In all honesty. I mean, I don't even know if I would put Attitude and Warzone in the same level as this. Because here's the thing with Attitude and Warzone is that even though those games aren't great either, I don't, at the very least, despite the system used in place, at least the moves are diverse and at least because here's the thing, controlling in those games, the combo system really kind of is not a good way for wrestling game to use, especially at that time. But I will say this about those games. In terms of the AI used, it's not awful. It's not awful AI, but when they're facing off against each other, it's just, man, that combo system just really kind of wrecks those games a little bit.
There's a chance it'll be inflicted on you instead. Oh, great.
He dodged that bullet.
But I don't know if there's anything in the settings or something that could be adjusted to make these matches more tolerable. I don't think there is. Well, Triple H has something.
Well, by now I'd probably be in the locker room taking a victory shower, but that's just me.
Stored it. Ooh.
I don't get it. Why not go in for the kill?
I think this superstar has a game plan and is determined to stick to it.
That's all well and good. But what you think up in the locker room and what happens in the match are two different things.
Ooh.
Nice reversal.
I was talking to one of these superstars before the show, and they let me in on a little something.
At least they used it.
And that strategy was...
If I told you, it wouldn't be a secret. Now what? Jeez. What do I know?
Triple H just fucking belting on Punk.
How lucky are we to have the best seat in the house for this match?
This is
Ooh.
what it's all about. Being front row for the sports entertainment action on the planet. One. Two.
Ooh.
Decided to the ring. Look at the sheer brutality on this one. Driving his opponent face first into those ring sets.
In a match like this, you don't just got to worry about your opponent. You got to worry about
Talk about adding insult to injury, and these fans love it.
Yeah, well, you know what? He better worry more about the
Yeah.
injury and less about the insult until his match is over.
Ooh.
It sure was a long, strange trip to get these superstars to square off like this.
No doubt, the shortest distance between 2 points may be a straight line, but I find this way more entertaining.
I'm with you, partner. And now they're here to put on a great show for all. Look at these fans.
Oh.
They didn't like that one a bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think.
Ooh. Well, Punk's in trouble, that's for sure in this.
CM Punk spent many years honing his craft before making it here to the big time.
And that's a good thing. You got to step up your game once you get a spot here. I'm not one to judge a match on the stars, but this one is off the chain.
I agree, partner. These competitors are really giving it everything they've got tonight. What a reversal!
Ooh.
The fans have certainly taken to CM Punk. He's one of the most popular stars here at ECW.
He may not be an ECW original, but he embodies the true spirit of Extreme Championship Wrestling.
The fans know whose backs ECW was built on, but they also recognize who the future of the brand is.
Ooh.
I don't know who's more excited. Me, the fans, or the superstars themselves.
Well,
I'm gonna have to go out on a limb
this
here
is.
and see how
Oh,
I'm
that
going.
finally lands
No problem
something.
with that. That's the way you do it. Nothing like the
Oh, he's
sight
got
of
something.
blood to take the fight right out of you.
I can only imagine how it feels to see your very life force.
Oh, he's
down
busted
your face.
open. Wow.
I've been there many times, and it's not heartwarming, that's for sure.
He's just going for Rampage again? Man.
I don't remember the last time I was so excited about a match.
Oh, I hear you. Electricity is in the air, and these superstars are doing everything they can up harness it.
Come on. Oh, my God. Goes for a cover.
He's making it
Please
forward.
let that be it.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, sweet merciful Lord. Mm. Yeah, I don't know who thinks this is one of the best games of the series because, man, I guess playing it I can see, but man, watching is just not the best. But next finals, Triple H and Lashley. Let's see how this one goes here. Winner will become the 10th rep in the Multiverse roster that we have been building up the last several days. Play it, see how it goes.
Beautiful. Vancouver, British Columbia is the host for tonight's Extreme Championship Wrestling event. This promises to be a great one.
Even sitting next to a hoser like you can't bring me down tonight.
Nice to see you picking up
The
some
damage
premium
retention is
wins.
very strong. Triple H might win this, actually. I don't know.
Is eagerly anticipating the action.
Lashley already looks so fucked up. Oh, he can even barely keep his hand off his head. Triple H could literally win this with one
I'd
move.
say this matchup has lived up to expectations so far. What do you think, partner?
Yeah, it's off the chain for
Oh my
sure. I'll tell you
God.
that right now. I can't
It's
wait
like
to see
all
how it ends.
red.
It appears he's
Oh, he's already busted open. Jeez.
He's been opened up for sure.
now would be a good time for the ref to check the severity of that injury.
Oh, it already has something.
That was a textbook reversal.
Jeez. No, no. Well, you activated it. Do something.
Whoever thought we'd be calling this match together? Hey, partner?
No fooling. Hey, not for nothing. I wonder what.
It's like, I don't know. Oh my God. Oh. Like, this game needed like another 6 months or so to iron out the AI. Like 3 to 6 months would have made such a difference. Sure, got something. Yeah, this is.
What a counter that was!
Oh, man. These
Oh,
WWE
finally.
coming next.
Pedigree! To me.
Right. What the fuck? What are you doing? You landed it on him.
Of his years of service with the U.S. Army.
Oh my
That's what
god.
we're all up for. Being in the ring is like it's all the war zone. I guess that makes us battlefield correspondents then, partner.
You know, instead of showboating to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head to this match.
Right? A tinge of jealousy. Maybe
Ooh.
you didn't always get that kind of reaction from the audience. And there's the reversal. I think it's time.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I admire his drive, but his methods are questionable to say the least.
He's going for a cover?
He wasted no time in going for that pin.
Yeah, no. I will use your fucking... Oh, he's going to use Rampage again.
Hey, you ever thought about becoming a wrestler? Or what they call this company an in-ring competitor?
Considering the fact I'm afraid of my wife, I haven't really thought about that much.
I don't know, man. You'd be tough to catch in that ring. Kind of like a greased-up shaved cat with mayonnaise on his face.
Why are you letting Lashley stay on this for so long? He barely escaped the Sandman. Come on. There. All right.
He's got him covered.
1, 2,
Oh, thank the Lord. We finished this. How long did it take? Hour 40? Jeez. Tournaments in this, they typically take about an hour to an hour 15, maybe an hour 20. This too long. But Triple H has won it. He is the 10th rep in our Multiverse All-Star. Kind of All-Star Multiverse promotion. Yeah. Oh my god. All right, let's explore this game just a little bit. So, yeah, 24/7 mode's kind of garbage. So, yeah, this game is not very... doesn't give you a lot here. So, we've kind of looked at most of it earlier, but I do want to look at this. I wonder what the roster... Because 32 was in the last one that we did, which was 09. So it's 24, 12, 24, at 30, okay. Yeah, so about the same. Create a title, entrance. Yeah, stable. I think, yeah, all these were here in the last, in 09, except for title. I don't know, because I know in 06, the title stuff was kind of weird. You can only really defend them in special modes and stuff, a special belt mode or something. I don't know if 07 and this one's the same way. But I want to look. But yeah, in terms of open world isms, aka like possible home for YWA reboot or a new home for RCW stuff, this game isn't it. It's not. The AI alone, I would disqualify it for. Now, granted, it's nice that you got to create a stable, create a belt, and all that stuff. And you got plenty of modes. You got tournaments. You got all the exhibition stuff. But man, it just 30 is okay for something like one of those two, but man, the AI is just atrocious. It just is. Now, what do we have? Our charge speed. Yeah, I would make that fast, in all honesty. AI. All right, here we go. Yeah, I think if you mess around with this, I think you could possibly fix some of the AI issues. It's just, man, you gotta experiment a lot. So I guess if you experiment with the AI, there's potential. I mean, I get the temptation to want to, because let's look at something here. Let's look at this roster. I don't want Marcus Corvon Counts. That must be Green Bay Punch. Wow, he doesn't even have. Yeah, it's weird, Mr. Kenny not having the mic check as one of those moves. It's kind of easy to forget he didn't start with that, but it came pretty fast. Okay, Fruit Claw. Yeah, it's Hurricane Rana and a swan and one of the Swanton bombs. Fruit Swanton and Pump Handle Slam. All right. Well, before anything, I am also curious on how many ECW stuff. Pure ECW guys are here. Hi, Eli. We were just concluding things. You're just a Triple H won the tournament, so he's going to be the 10th rep in there. We're about to do the spin though for the next game, which I'll talk about streaming schedule in a little bit. So yeah, so we got 1, 2. It's on Raw. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, like there's like 4 pure ECW guys, and then like the Legends, which is like 3 or whatever. Like I swear, some of these guys were in ECW at the time. I don't know why they're assigned to other shows. Yeah, this is not a good game, in all honesty. Like, let me correct myself. This isn't a good, I don't know how much you can get out of this game, because here's the problem. One, the AI is atrocious. You have a lot of custom options for the AI, so it could be fixable if you want to dedicate the time. I mean, it's the first to use the ECW branding of WWE style, so I mean, there's potential to do some stuff in this game, but yeah. And here's the thing: the main mode, the 24/7 mode, it's considered hot garbage. Yeah, and that's the thing too. I wonder if any of those issues in this game exist in the PS2 version of this game or not. That's a big thing too, because to be honest, if they don't, and it's funny because I reviewed both these games, but prior videos, but if it doesn't exist in the PS2 version, I would almost say just do that and sacrifice the quality and shit just to get a better gaming experience. But yeah, we're gonna see what the next game's gonna be for the next time we do this. All right, gonna see what the wheel's gonna say. Oh wow. Legends of Wrestling 2. Looks like we're going back to Legends of Wrestling. Acclaim Shank. Yeah, sorry, that's the next one. The wheel has spoken. The last time we did the first Legends of Wrestling in this a bit ago, and it wasn't bad. I mean, I will say this: I think the AI in that game's better than the AI in this game on default, at least. The only fault with that game was the tournament mode they had in that one was really weird. It was just a round robin. It wasn't a tournament, but they called it one anyway. But outside of that, it was fine. And to be honest, like in terms of Acclaim Jank, it has Acclaim Jank all over it. Yeah, here's the thing. The Legend of Wrestling games, they're kind of in a unique position because on one hand, I wouldn't call them top tier stuff, but they're way better than some of the stuff they released in the 90s. Because I'll say this, I prefer the gameplay of those games as opposed to Warzone and the Attitude combo system. I'll say that much. But we'll kind of explore it a bit next time we do this. In terms of streaming mediocre at best, yeah. First one I would put average experience. Second one, I'd put slightly above average just because it's a bit more polished, bigger roster, still main mode, still pretty decent. Third one's kind of weird because it's still okay gameplay-wise, and the roster is the biggest in the series, but the main mode is pretty lacking. They kind of cut a lot out of that. So, yeah, they're weird games. Yeah. I have Warzone and Attitude. Warzone, I have multiple versions. Attitude, same. ECW, only have the first one on N64. I have a soft spot for Warzone. I don't think Warzone and Attitude are completely garbage games. The only problem with those games is the combo system, in all honesty. Other than that, I think they're decent. But yeah, they can't compete with the SmackDown and Aki games. They can't. Those two games trump them in gameplay alone. I mean that's a big one there. But yeah, this game, you can do some open world isms in it if you really, really worked at it, but I think there's better games out there. I think if you're going to do some current ECW or ECW stuff in this era, I'd say do it in 09 or 10. Yeah, you might not get all the classic ECW guys like in 08, but they're better playing experience, and they're just better games. Is this god-awful? No, but it's probably better with a friend, in all honesty, than anything. But it just depends on what you're looking for. I've seen it on my YouTube. I haven't watched it. Acclaimed sports games they're very weird because those games have moments of geniusness. But man, you gotta deal with some shovelware with those games. You really do. I've done some of them on the channel, but I haven't done all of them. They're kind of. I feel like they're gonna end up being some of the last sports series stuff I'm gonna be. I probably review on the channel before I cover literally everything. I bet it is. Those games are real. Those games can be pretty junky. Not all of them. They have their moments, but man, they're not great either. Yeah, All-Star Baseball and Quarterback Club were pretty decent. The NBA Jam stuff was weird. What was their hockey stuff? Oh, the Breakaway series. Those weren't garbage, but those weren't fantastic either. The Jam series, I really gotta look into those. I've heard some pretty controversial stuff on those games. I heard a lot of things on those games. So yeah, those games I really want to look at some point. But yeah, in terms of streaming schedule, nothing tomorrow. I'm gonna be working tomorrow. Monday, I would expect at least one thing Monday. Probably this, unless. Well, yeah, what happened was that Midway made the game when Acclaim had the distribution rights, so they helped distribute the game to places while Midway made them. But what happened was it was a weird thing, but somehow Acclaim was able to snatch up the NBA Jam name. That's why in the next installments after the tournament edition, they had different names because they somehow got a hold of it. I mean, they snuck one up on them, pretty much. And they started making their own NBA Jam games. Yeah, like NBA Jam Extreme, I think, was the first of them. And I heard that one was pretty bad. I've heard that in the following installments, they had some moments of ingenuity, but they're not NBA Jam like you think NBA Jam is. They're really not. Tangerine, yeah. Now, the college hoops game they made, though, with the NBA Jam engine and all that, that was a solid game. Like, there's not really a whole lot of complaints on that one. So it's not like they were incapable of making something good with that Jam engine. It's just, to be honest, I think they just overthought it. I think they were trying to overcompensate for the fact that they were carrying the name and not Midway, and it just fucked them over. Yeah, the Midway basketball games, those were the top tier ones. But yeah, Monday I'll probably do the Multiverse Wrestling Legends of Wrestling 2. That was the 10th rep. We got 6 more to go. Next one will be 11. So we're over halfway through the search here for reps. I'm really, really hoping we get Raw 2 on Xbox in one of these spins, those next 5 spins. Because it's been very heavy PS3 SmackDown versus Raw and WWE stuff, which I don't really mind because those games I don't think get explored a ton, but I really want to get some classics going, in all honesty. But some KPS from Acclaim, yeah. Oh my god, yeah, that was trashy. Yeah, just trash. But yeah, overall though, this game's weird. I guess approach it at your own risk. I mean, just keep in mind if you get it, if you want to do some good stuff in it, keep in mind you're going to probably have to test out and adjust stuff. I personally recommend just going to 09 or 10 for the ECW stuff. I mean, hell, even 06 and 07, I think, have some ECW isms in it to a degree, if you really wanted to really stretch for it. But yeah, it's an unfortunate game. I mean, you could probably get some good moments in it, but I don't know. At some point, maybe I'll explore that 24/7 mode and see how garbagey it actually is, but I don't know. I got other stuff I want to look to do. But yeah, I think overall, though, overall, though, yeah, expect Legends of Wrestling 2 probably Monday. I know for TWN stuff, DPS, Star Fox, and Eli still have booking for their shows they have to put in for week 2. If those get put in, I'll prioritize those. But if not, expect Legends of Wrestling 2, which will be pretty interesting to explore after exploring the first one a bit ago. But yeah, outside of all that, though, that's going to do it for this stream here, guys. Thanks for watching. In case you guys want to chat with anyone at the Campy Company, you didn't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link down about page / about section of our channel. We also have a community tab on our channel as well. You can access that anywhere at any time. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.